Welcome to another session of microengineering. Today we are going to start with microstrip line. In microstrip line, the difference between strip line component and microstrip line is that the strip will not be embedded within the substrate. It will be as a layer on the top of the substrate, and it provides a lot of easy in fabrication for microstrip line type of antenna systems. You can see a lot of designs being taking place in microstrip line. And how does it look like? I've just put one diagram for you all. That the diagram In the diagram you can see a strip line W being embedded on the top of the surface. And since this is happening like that, we do not have epsilon r, we do not call it as just epsilon r, we are going to call it as effective epsilon r, effective dielectric constant, because outside medium is air and inside a dielectric medium is there. As a result, we have got two different sets of epsilons coming into picture. So you will have a formula for effective epsilon r that is little lengthy but easy. That formula has to be applied to find epsilon r in case of microstrip component. This is the first change. Second change, that it supports TEM propagation and also it supports higher order modes of fabrication. It has been observed that it is easy to fabricate microstrip line because the patch is on. Patch means this thing which is made up upstairs. The patch is on the top of the surface. So first strip line component came into existence, and slowly people found out that having the strip inside, it is better to have it outside, and then people started doing research on these topics. For this also you will have some formulas coming. Those formulas I'll discuss is in detail, and two sets of problems will be there. Those two problems have been discussed in this lecture. We'll be discussing the lecture. What are formulas? As I told you that the formulas which we're going to discuss, the first formula we have over here is your effective epsilon dielectric constant. You can see it is a little lengthy, epsilon r plus 1 plus epsilon r minus 1 into 1 upon square root of 12 d by w. Everywhere, whenever you have microstrip line, you will be always designated as w by d. That you can say the width by distance will be always taken. There we had taken w by b. If you remember, in strip line it is w by d here. And to find, depending upon the different two types of w by d, you can see over here, w by d less than 1 and capital Y less than 1 and greater than 1. Whenever it is less than 1, the formula is given over here. Whenever it is greater than 1, the next set of formula is given over here. So we can ask you in Mumbai University questions that if w by d is less, some value of w by d, whether it is less than or greater than 1, you are supposed to looking at the value, you will get an idea whether it is less than 1. Then you apply this formula, and greater than 1, apply the formula and get the value of Z0. This can be asked in question number 1 in compulsory. This can be easily asked for 2 marks or 5 marks. It is very simple thing. Only thing is formulas are lengthy, you should be careful. For the given, suppose characteristic impedance is given to you and epsilon r is also given to you, we can ask you the opposite way also. We can ask you to find w by d also. For that, the ratio is less than 2. You can see over here, it is less than 2 and greater than 2. I hope you can see it. You have no option, you have to by heart these formulas, and the entire thing has to be written by you all. In the preceding formulas, capital A and B was required. So these formulas are to find A and B. You have to substitute in that depending upon W by D is less than or greater than equal to 2. Now it is better we'll directly go on to the problems. Then you'll have a better idea. Do not worry. Nobody is going to ask you about conduction losses and dielectric losses in microstrip lines. It's been decided in orientation program that we are not going to ask the conduction and the attenuation losses for microstrips. So you need not worry about that. Please by heart by these formulas so that it will be easy for you. In this problem which I have taken from POSER, they have asked about the losses. So you need not worry. I'm just cutting out that part, trying to tell you that this will not be asked. You need not worry in your papers. Never ever these losses are going to be asked. It is always going to be your they are going to maximum ask the width or the characteristic impedance. So both those formulas, and we are going to discuss those formulas, and the problems are discussed in these slides. The first question I have put is design a microstrip line on a 0.5 mm alumina substrate. It's given epsilon r is 9.9 and tan delta is also given for you for a 50 ohm characteristic impedance. They want to know the length of the line required to produce a phase delay of 270 degrees. This is the maximum twist they can ask you. So how do we start with the problem is that, how do we find this? Now, first of all, Z0 is 50 ohms over here. So we do not know whether this W by D is less than or greater than 2. So just assumption we have done, let it be less than 2. So if it is less than 2, then the formula of A has to be used, and you will calculate the value of A, substitute in W by D and get the value of point as 0.9654. But it is given that luckily the assumption which we did came out to be true, that the value is less than 2, so it was fine. Suppose you assumed as greater than 2 and the value is coming greater than 2, so sorry, suppose you are assuming it to be W by D as less than 2 and the value came out to be as greater than 2, you do not worry. That means W by D is coming greater than 2. So you will take the next set of formulas. You will not worry about that. Now we will be using the expression for W by D less than 2. From that, you are supposed to find the width, which is very simple. D is already given to you, and you just have to multiply it and get the remaining formula. So the D has been given as 0.5 mm. Just multiply it and you got the value of W as 0.483 mm. Now, how to find the length? How to find the length? The length will be found out in this manner. We are asking to find phi. That phi is 270 degrees. Now you must be surprised how we are taking it as beta L. Please note that this beta L is nothing but your 2 pi by lambda into L. It is at phi for x, beta L. If you remember the beta L units, beta is always given as angular frequency. It's a sort of an angle. So when we are taking it, we take it as 2 pi by lambda into L. 2 pi by lambda, this beta, I'm talking about this beta is 2 pi by lambda. That could have been written as K naught. Same thing they have written, 2 pi by lambda. And you remember that this is made up of epsilon effective. You remember in strip line also we have done similar. So they found out K naught and they just multiplied it, applied the formula of K naught, found out K naught first, applied epsilon effective, and from that they found out the value of L, and the value is given, and directly you're getting the value as 8.72. Maximum twist we can do in the paper is that instead of asking about 270 degrees, I can ask you about 90 degrees. I might ask you about 180 degrees. So that much twist we can expect. Otherwise, more or less similar type of problems will come. Now, in this case, we have given you Z0, we have given you epsilon r, and we asked you to find W by D. What is the next twist we can ask you? I have given it as an assignment problem, as a problem, and you will solve it, and in this lecture give me the answer. It is determine Z0 for a microstrip line component, W by D is 0.9 and W by D 0.5, epsilon r is given to you. I want you all to find Z0 and let me know the answers. I hope the session was helpful to you. Any doubts you can just ask to me. Okay, thank you.